Mary Warner still thinks that I'm obsessed. Thinks I'm obsessed about something. No, Mary, I'm not obsessed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed off that there are people in my family that think that I'm such a horrible person because of people like you that have talked shit about me all my life. And of course, anything you do wrong, oh, that was all perfectly okay, which I've already discussed in a previous video. And so the real obsession, okay, lies with that fucking music studio. All right, and Danny being so talented on the guitar that the entire family became possessed. All right, by that
It's
fucking music
2:30 a.m.
studio. All right, because there was my parents did not go to not one choral competition that I had, did not go to one um, swimming competition that I ever had. They never went to one uh, camp out that I ever went to when I was in the Boy Scouts for 10 years. I was in scouting for 10 years. And they never went to one camping trip. One spend one night over. My father couldn't have spent one night, one camping night over, overnight trip or whatever. So this is what I'm saying. Who was obsessed? Wasn't me. I'm pissed because my childhood was taken away from me. My parents were taken away by that fucking music studio. Okay, because they never went to any of my competitions when I was on the swim team. Never went to any of my competitions when I was in choir in high school. And we did have choral competitions. We did have swimming competitions. Believe it or not, Mary. And they never went to one of them. They went to all yours. They went to all of Danny's competitions. Yeah. Never went to one of mine. Not one. So who was obsessed, Mary? Yeah. You people were obsessed with that fucking music studio. Alright? And making me do all the fundraising and everything else that I've talked about. Because over the fucking music studio. Once again, the fucking music studio. So it wasn't me that was obsessed. It's not me now that's obsessed. I'm fucking pissed. Because it doesn't matter, seem to matter who I speak to in my family. They all think that, I'm just a drug addict or an alcoholic or whatever it is. You fucking told people. Which isn't the truth. It's not the truth. None of it is. Here I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning because my nose is fucking cold and it wakes me up. I'm going to have a stove now to warm myself up. So, and the fact that I'm disabled and you just don't even acknowledge it. You don't even give a shit. Right, Mary? So, who's obsessed? Well, it wasn't me. Never been obsessed over anything in my life. All right. I had a, a wide variety of interests growing up and pursued a lot of different interests with horticulture, swimming, choir, many different things. Boy Scouts, scouting, camping, all that stuff. If there was anybody fucking obsessed with anything, it was your brother, and it was the Warner family with that fucking music studio. So I had a wide variety of interests and things that I was doing that nobody gave a shit about at all. So, I just find it amazing that you think that I'm obsessed over this, and I'm not. I'm pissed because of what you fucking people did to me and dragging my name through the fucking mud for years over a very short period of time in my life when, when I reached my breaking point with all of it because of what you people did to me and rebelled against it. All of it. All right? That's what I did. And I know what I did. And I understand what I did. And I understand why I did it. But you people don't. Because you're a bunch of fucking dumbasses and you're fucking ignorant. And you want to stay that way because you don't give a shit about anybody else. Especially not me. You think I'm just such a horrible person when I never did fucking nothing wrong to anybody. And anything I did, I was doing it to myself because of all of everything that I had went through in my life. Not that it matters, because most of you don't care. It's not going to matter to most of you people. But it mattered to me because it's my life. And you people just think that that's perfectly okay, the way they treated me, and it's not. Okay, right? Just like with the swim team, they had someone else's parents coming to pick me up, and somebody else coming to get me, or Dad would just drop me off at the Boy Scouts. Like I said, they didn't participate in anything I ever did, no matter what it was, and even like horticulture. I mean, we worked on things for months for the fair, stuff like that, and then we had plant competitions. I entered plants that I had raised the entire school year, to put into the competitions, and was winning blue ribbons. Do you think my family cared? No, they didn't give a shit about it at all. Yeah, and they didn't even know. I mean, they knew what was going on, but they didn't care. They knew that all those things were going on. You think they stopped by and see what I did? No, they didn't give a shit. And this is what pisses me off. That they went to all of Danny and Mary's competitions and did all that stuff, with her accordion and his guitar and everything, but couldn't take the time to spend a little time with me. And then my father shows up during the day. Okay, they made an attempt once to show up at a weekend camp out, and then told me when my mom was like, "Well, you acted like you didn't want us there." Well, probably wasn't because I didn't want them there. It's because I was busy doing other things. Okay, they were just there just to speculate, and like, spectators. That's they weren't involved in it at all. They were just spectators. So they weren't involved in anything I did. They were just there to look. And that was it. Just like I was telling Lonnie, it was Grandpa Warner that helped me build my derby car, the wooden derby car that you have to race down the track. And it was for a competition because the person that made the best one, if it won and won the races, then yeah, they would be able to win a trophy or something like that. I was just talking to Mark tonight at the auto parts store. He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. My dad helped me make mine." Yeah, his dad helped him make his. No, Grandpa helped me make mine. Not my dad, because my dad was never involved in it at all. Yeah, until it came to fundraising for Danny and Mary, and then, the music studio and everything else again. Yeah, that was, that was their involvement in it. If I needed a new uniform or something, they probably provided that for me. But that was I remember like early on. I think my dad took me just to a couple of the parades. He was there for me for like the parades, but that was it. As far as the camp out, going camping out, stuff like that, and a lot of the things that I needed to be done, to I mean, I got all the way up to Life Scout, which is one step below Eagle, and you know I did that mostly by myself on my own, and with the help of the scouts, other scouts in the troop, and other people's parents. Because if they would have me come over to their house and we would work on those things at their house. But like I said, my family never got involved in anything I did. And that's um, the real sad truth and matter. But at one point as a teenager, I hit a breaking point. I couldn't take it anymore, and I rebelled, and it was bad, yeah, because of what you people did to me, and the way people treated me. If you people can't fucking understand that, there's something wrong with you, not me. That's the way it was. See ya.